You are listening to Kickspot.
Welcome back. We just did an amazing, I would say, battle of R&B
job, Jinu.
classic joints. Unfortunately, my partner over here won, Jinu Park, by a slim, very, very tight margin.
By Uno.
Okay.
By the Uno.
The underdog, for sure.
Well, I mean, he's an R&B singer, so I don't know if he was an underdog on that.
But you know him more. But it has.
Yeah, but I didn't pick the song that he likes anyway. So
You should have won. You chose one of his songs. I mean,
but anyways, you guys. So that you can see the entire episode on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram at _Kickspot. You could also follow us. Mine is at Migs Fajardo, and then you got Justin over here at Train of Thought Collective. Is that correct?
it's true.
At Train of Thought Collective, correctly spelled, and at Real Jinu.
Yes, sir.
For Jinu Park.
Yes, sir.
We're also on Spotify. 106.3 HD2 Santa Ana, Orange County, on the radio. So, but on our third part of our episode, it's gonna be very, very interesting. This is gonna be again about our dear friend.
I forgot we're talking about this.
Our dear friend Justin, and what we're gonna talk about.
You guys have questions or?
We have questions and what your thoughts are, and how you see certain things.
Okay.
It is going to be about being single in Southern California during the pandemic quarantine days.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna get granular on this with you. All right. So, with that being said, again, thank you for judging us earlier. I know you were biased with Jinu's songs. I get it, but
No.
That means you should have won.
no.
Because that was a gimme for you.
Oh my gosh, I messed up my feedback. So, but we're also on Instagram Live right now on Jinu's Instagram and on my Instagram. So, Justin over there trying to look cute, trying to get some dates. But
So obviously COVID has happened, and
Yes.
a lot of people that I've talked to have struggled dating during the COVID
struggle
scene.
city.
So what has your dating life been like?
It's a struggle too over here, guys. So, I don't know.
I like the pause.
Guys.
Struggle.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that. What do you mean it's been a struggle?
Yeah, girls don't really want to meet.
Are you on apps?
Well, they can't.
I am on apps. Girls don't really want to.
They don't want to meet, or they can't meet.
You want to give your handles on those apps?
Don't want to meet. Don't want to meet up, or like there's no places to take
Because
them.
they don't want to catch the COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID.
Yeah, something like that.
The other COVID.
So what's like the biggest challenge?
So
been?
this part's like talking about how dry my
season
life
is, yeah.
my life
How
is right now.
How Sahara Desert you are right now.
Yeah, it's pretty dry, but
What's been challenging? What's been the most challenging?
The thing is, like,
during COVID,
I feel like girls are more on the apps.
Yeah.
just to get attention and stuff.
I
or
mean, people are just bored. They have nothing else to do.
got it. Oh, so you get more hits.
I get more hits, but as far as like fully making things happen, it hasn't been that great. But I haven't also been trying as hard, I guess. But we're just I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. Like,
we're
this is
just
great.
So let's talk about pre-COVID. What was that like?
He's like, he's like, this is boring.
No,
Let's talk about.
Let's go to the
I'm very
juicy part.
intrigued. Like pre-COVID, what was it like? And then during COVID, you're saying that there's obviously been a spike of people because they're home, because they're typically on the app.
Yeah.
So what was it like beforehand? I mean, like ratio wise.
I mean, I wasn't that heavy of an app guy until quarantine.
Because he's got mansion.
I mean, I work at the club. I'm always out and about.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Stuff like that. Wait, what's the question?
So when you shoot your shots before COVID, did you feel like you were making more shots before COVID?
Well, it's just a lot easier to meet up with someone, So these days it's like, what's open? No one wants to go to a bar. It's like,
So, I thought Netflix and chill would be increasing during COVID?
I mean, I met with one person during
Okay.
quarantine, and
Like, where do you go?
it was
Do you-
whatever.
Do you go to your house?
Watching this?
Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe I should get off a live.
No, you're fine.
But
Whatever.
do you feel like, okay, so with that said, right? Do you take any like safety precautions at the moment? Like, do you
course,
and that
of
person
course.
would, if you guys didn't try to meet up, did you guys talk about, hey, how do we kind of keep each other safe?
Well, I mean, like I said, I wasn't really on the apps like that. So, like, that person I did meet up with, in my head, I was like, I normally wouldn't message or talk to this person. Not like that, but like so consistently.
Right. I feel
So I was like, dang, I don't really text girls like that. I'm always just busy. So I'm like, oh, I'm actually texting someone that I just met through an app more than I usually would because I have nothing else to do.
right.
And I feel like that's how it is with a lot of other girls right now. You know, girls want to put this joke out like, oh, once quarantine's over, all these promises I made for these guys aren't gonna happen. There's always all these memes about that, right? You know, and it goes the same with guys, I feel like. Maybe, not really, probably, but
So I have a question. So
yeah.
I don't have any dating apps,
Cut.
you know. So so what, as far as like trying to slide on someone's DM, what has worked for you as far as either starting a conversation or keeping a conversation going? Like what kind of sliding in the DMs has worked for you?
Ladies, if you're
Like on
watching
the
and hearing
apps?
this,
Ladies, take notes.
just-
On the
just
apps
start
or
writing.
Don't fall for this.
On the apps or like
Let's
on
talk about both.
Instagram?
Both, yeah. Instagram or apps, yeah.
Let's talk about the apps
They're
first.
getting real excited over here. 'cause,
Yeah, no,
Well, 'cause I'm not on
I
any
want
apps.
to. I really want to know.
Yeah.
I keep it pretty simple.
What do you say?
Hi, I'm Justin.
No, okay, hold on. No, I keep it pretty honest, you know, like
Okay.
if I think they're cute, I'll say they're cute. You know,
But what's
I
it-
don't really do lines.
But do you have a go-to saying? Do you have a go-to things that you
I
you
use
say?
emojis. No.
Okay.
It's like-
Do
it's
you
like
copy
the-
and paste?
No. No.
Hey, my friend got the same message.
No, I don't.
No?
Yeah, I keep it pretty simple. It's like if I would to talk to a girl in person, I
Right,
keep it pretty
right.
honest, you know, just a hey with a eggplant emoji or something like that. I'm just kidding. I'm just
like
kidding.
that?
I'm just kidding.
So
I'm just kidding, mom.
Yeah, your mom about to see this.
For real.
I know, for
she
real.
follows me, so
does she?
I love you, mom.
So
Yeah, of course.
So like your type of women, what's your type?
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a great question.
Oh
JP.
my god.
I know what it is.
My roommates say I have a specific type.
You do.
Okay, what is the type?
They call it the Asian hype bae.
The Asian hype bae. Okay, so
I don't-
can you describe the anatomy of an Asian
Okay.
hype bae?
Yeah, what does that mean?
From
It's
head
like-
to toe.
It's like an ABG.
What are they wearing? Supreme?
It's like an ABG, but like cooler.
ABG but cooler.
Yeah.
So do they have,
Can you
like,
they're more fresh. Like I like girls with style. So
Elaborate a little bit.
Like, you know, ABG girls will wear just I don't know what they wear these days. Like
I don't even know either. So yeah.
jean shorts. And,
Sure.
And boba.
Yeah.
I think ABG. I think like the dyed hair. That's
Like, you
really
know.
what I think of.
Mascara.
So
You know,
what's the
fake eyelashes?
Fake eyelashes.
Big nails. I don't know. but
Fake everything.
I like that type of girl, but like a little bit more fresh. So maybe they're wearing like some Jordans or something like that with some like they don't have to look
Some Alexander
like I like a
McQueen's.
girl that looks
response?
doesn't have to be so like provocative looking.
So they're not
like-
trying too hard.
Yeah, like a girl
Yeah.
with style, you know, like
Okay.
they're wearing I don't know what they're wearing, but
So they shop a brand.
like I like right now I kind of like girls that wear maybe a little baggier clothes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
Some-
high base, like high base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like big sweater, hoodies, with
Yeah.
short shorts and
Nice.
sneakers.
He was a good representation.
Kylie,
No,
So is it
Kylie, but Asian.
maybe.
wait, so is it strictly Asians?
No, not strictly.
Okay.
But
Preferably.
So if
that's who I'm more attracted to. Is
So if it was
I feel like
Of course.
a white girl, black girl, that also dressed like that?
That's
Oh, dude.
see. Okay, so that's it's rare,
Okay.
but like,
He gets his moments though.
but if yeah, you get those.
Yeah.
But they're basically like, it's like a white girl that's like
Trying to be Asian?
something like that. Yeah.
Not really trying to be Asian, but it's like if
Asian
an Asian
influence.
girl looked like a hype bae, and then the same white chick is wearing the same stuff, like that's, I feel like, is that what you're saying?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So like as you're home and you're saying that more people are on these apps and they're engaging in conversations with you, do you basically accept more people because you can't really meet up with them, or do you just stick with the same type of people and routine?
No, I'm open to like talking or meeting with whoever.
Okay.
But I've had more time than ever.
Right.
To be on these apps. Like before quarantine, like I couldn't keep a conversation with somebody. You know, so
Yeah.
that's what something like that.
Do you feel like during the COVID time, since you've opened your mind up a little bit, you have more variety as far as the different type of girls that you're talking to?
Somewhat.
Or
somewhat.
have they been consistently the same?
Somewhat. I mean, like the girls that I'm interested in are all kind of in the same Asian hype bae category, I guess.
He's like, let's let me emphasize again, Asian hype.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know the category, so it's interesting.
So like 80% of the girls that goes to Lock and Key.
Okay.
Facts.
A plug for Lock and Key, please.
Oh, you go to Lock.
Lock.
Oh, you go to Lock and Key. All right.
We love Lock, so I mean,
Yeah.
we go there all the time.
I like
so.
the music.
Yeah, we
but
love Lock. So
I guess I just don't know like the categories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, don't lie to us.
Sure.
Don't lie to us.
So from like now as OC is starting to open up, right? Have you met with people that you were talking to during the lockdown?
I haven't yet.
You haven't.
No, I haven't. It's been.
So do they ignore you now, or is it like just?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like girls are probably acting the same how I am, or it's
Okay,
like
I feel
it's
you.
just like
Yeah.
The board.
occupying time. Yeah, you know, someone to talk to because they're not out talking to whoever. You know, like my normal life. I'm around a lot of people. I work at the club on Friday, Saturday, so it's different. It's been different, but
Right.
yeah.
Have you ever like just randomly walked on the street and said, "Hey, like I matched with you"? Like, have you ever seen anybody that
have you seen anybody that you matched with on the streets or at mansion?
Yes.
You have.
It's-
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
So is that an?
Did you walk up to
like,
them?
Yeah. Did you talk to them, or is that an
No, I
awkward?
messaged him after. I was like, "Oh, I saw you at
Oh, okay.
the club." Of course.
Why wouldn't you just talk to them?
I was working,
Oh, okay.
so
Makes
I don't know.
sense.
And she was kind of tall, so I was like, whatever.
You're like, whoa.
Shout out to you though.
You know who you
We can
are.
still talk.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Shoot your shot on our
Shoot
show.
your shot. Shoot your shot.
No, so that's why I like this one app.
Okay. You don't have to tell that.
Why not?
Okay, go ahead.
It's called Hinge.
Oh, okay.
You could basically like categorize things. So like I don't really like girls that show up on my feed are like not as tall as me or like, you know,
Like we're at the same height.
like same or under.
Yeah, okay.
So you can like
Okay.
Would you date somebody taller?
I would.
Okay.
Have you
Definitely.
ever?
So
I
what-
have.
Oh, okay.
I
You
have,
have. Okay.
What's dating mean? I'm just kidding. Yeah.
God. So let's say you saw somebody taller than you. You were on a date. Would that like make you not want to date that person afterwards?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Unless she's like super cool.
But why is that?
I don't know. I don't think I've been in a long relationship with someone who's taller than me, so I don't know. I can't really say.
What was your
But
longest relationship?
5 years.
Oh,
Shout out to you.
Oh my gosh.
I love how you're acknowledging them. I love that. I'll say
We're
that.
so cool.
So, are you just like not in the space currently where you want something serious where it will
No,
last
I
for 5
want
years?
something serious.
Okay.
You know.
Shout out to everybody listening to this.
Definitely like a hopeless romantic, and as much as like he probably doesn't think so.
Yeah, you're like, huh?
I just-
Gino's like, huh?
I know you're emotional, but just
Wow.
In a good way. In a good
No,
way.
I want
yeah,
some.
in
I
a
want
good positive way, like, you
I
know,
want something
feelings.
serious, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna get into something where if I don't believe in it.
Because I
And-
mean, because knowing you, like you have so much thing going on, right? Like you do a lot of things. Like you have a lot of things that you have your hands on as far as your professional career and as far as like your business is concerned. So I'm like, man, it's gonna take like a different type of girl to really be able to manage that and be able to be okay with certain things that you do, because you do have a lot of things on your plate.
So let me ask you, what type of woman are you looking for?
Good question, JP.
Should I just start naming my matches? I'm just kidding.
No.
Just pick like your top 5 qualities.
I like girls who are dependent.
Independent or
Dependent.
Or dependent.
Independent. Sorry, this wine's hitting me. Sorry, guys. I want a girl that's dependent of me. You know.
So independent.
independent.
I like girls that are independent that can just
So they got their own thing
hold
going.
their own. Because I've just,
Okay.
I guess, like my past, these girls always
Depend on you?
Depend on me, relied on. You
Okay.
know.
Number 2.
Wait.
So the top 5
Yeah, 3.
qualities.
Top 5.
Top
things,
3 or 5. Top 3 or 5.
Top 3 things that I
You-
look for
yeah.
in a girl.
Besides looks, because we all know you shallow as hell. So
That's not true. That's not true, guys. Okay. Independent.
oh yeah, independent. Yes,
Independent.
We got that.
Or dependent, whatever you feel.
What's your main quality? Just independent.
No. I'm trying to think.
Does your mom have to like them, or does that
Nah.
matter?
My mom likes everybody. She's like,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
you brought someone around.
Yeah, Tita's gonna be like, oh,
Um,
who's this, Justin?
I like girls that have similar interests as far as like music, things
Okay.
to do. That's why I kind of like
What are those things to
Asian.
do?
I like Asian girls more because it's like, oh, we like the same food.
Okay.
If they're like, you know, they might like the same type of music.
Okay.
So like R&B.
So it's because like I couldn't see myself, you know, going out with someone that's like straight OC that's like wants to go to Stagecoach over. Yeah.
Over Coachella.
Over, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Travis Scott.
Yeah. And then the third thing would be,
Yeah. That's the third thing.
I'm not that picky, you know? So,
Okay.
I mean, you are
See-
pretty simple though,
yeah. I'm like,
and you're straightforward. So
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if it seems like you don't really know the qualities, which means that's why you would struggle with the people that you date, right? Like, if you don't
I
know
would
what you
say
want,
the opposite of everything that I've done since right now.
yeah, like if you don't really
I would
know what
thi-
you
I
want,
would
then how
think.
do you find that person?
I don't know. I'm like, my life is like. Wait, can we cut real quick? I don't know what I should be saying or like what.
no. So I know what you're getting to.
I just don't want to say.
I think I know where you're getting into. Is what you're saying is just like what I said earlier. You have a lot of things that like you're focusing on, and I mean, so is everybody that's focusing on something, right? Like, you have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of things going on. Justin's got a lot of things going on, and I'm not single, you know. But I think with Jay, it's trying to find that girl that can not only handle that, because it's a lot, because you're a businessman. You have things that you have to take care of. At the same time, like, can a girl be able to handle that, and at the same time be independent and has the same qualities? I don't think he's asking for too much. Having the same, sharing the same qualities as far as music, food, things to do, that's not a lot to ask for. It's actually pretty simple.
I don't know. I mean, I think relationships are very, very complex. I think that because ideally when someone says, I really want somebody that's very, very independent, also there's a sense where someone says, you know, I have a lot of stuff on my plate, so I kind of want somebody that is also dependent of that person as well too. Like, if two people are like truly independent and they don't need each other, sometimes that like is very, very difficult.
It's true.
Thoughts on that? Thoughts on what he said?
Wait, no. I just want to say this. It's like I used to hold on to that whole
Yeah.
like stigma of like, oh, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
But, like I'm over that. That's why I'm very open to like meeting or like, you know, feeling a type of way about whoever. I'm not like holding any boundaries to a type of girl.
So what have you?
So whoever can give me the feels for for whatever, I'm down for, you know, because at this point it's like I'm down for something new. I'm also down for, you know, something that I'm used to.
Like, okay, so I remember talking to my friend who was married like 10 years ago, right? And I remember just sitting at the bar and just telling him, man, you're so lucky. Like you found somebody that you want to marry and you know all that. And he's like, well, what type of woman do you want? So I started like listing a few things, and then right after that he tells me, well, are you that person? And then that's what made me really realize. I was like, oh shoot, well, I'm not that individual. So how do I find somebody else that's also the same exact person, right? Or what I want, right?
Yeah.
And so it actually did stump me a lot. But then also like as I get older too, it's like the people that say independent kind of also want like their space, but also like that security of somebody always being there as well too. So there's like a balance between the two, not somebody that's truly independent. Does that make sense?
Right, of course. I mean, don't we all want to be with like a power player? You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
Relationship wise, that I've never really dealt or been in a relationship with someone like that, but I'm open to it. I think that's what I want, but at the same time I don't know because I've never been in that position.
So are you okay of just like having fun at the moment still? Like just
Of course.
Yeah.
But
See
yeah.
who you can meet.
Yes.
So do you feel like it's like once we're past the quarantine, do you feel like it's gonna be tougher, or do you feel like it's gonna be easier to date?
Be the same.
It'll be the same.
If anything, like I might be I'm gonna be too busy, but like it's whatever. I'm always kind of like I said, I'm like a hopeless romantic, so that's my problem. Is like I meet a girl and it's like so quick that I'm like, oh, I like her.
Yeah.
I don't even know her, you know. So
Yeah.
that always happens with me. And I'm like, oh, like she could be, and then within time I realize I'm alone. So
So this is gonna sound like super crazy, but let's just say hypothetically, AI is just incredible.
You mean artificial intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. Is
So-
that Allen
Yes.
Iverson?
So you can program whatever type of woman that you want. Would you be open to dating somebody that's an AI?
No.
instead of somebody-
100%.
No, not me.
I've watched Black Mirror.
Oh my god.
I've watched her. And hell yeah.
You
Okay.
really would?
Yeah, why not?
What about you?
No. I just think that
Yeah, I
Two-
can't do it.
imperfect people that meet that try to make it perfect is the best relationship, not something that is so perfect.
Preach.
See, okay.
I think that's difficult. Like,
I could say, without throwing too much shade, like a big percentage of people I know that are in marriages and relationships like that.
Hey, I'm in that group, bro.
are not happy. And you know, as a guy to guy conversation, I hear it all the time, and it's like, all right. You know,
They're
so
not-
I'm not.
They're not happy in what
they're,
sense?
they're not happy, or they're just not working on it.
Yeah.
You spoke in between that. That wasn't about you, but
No. I know that. Yeah.
Wait, say that one more time. What was the question?
What was your question again?
I'm just saying, like, a lot of marriages and like it just doesn't.
Are you scared that you'll fall in that category? Is that
I
why?
don't think so.
Okay.
But I'm
Okay.
just not like, oh, if like that's not me right now, like I'm okay with that.
Of course, yes.
That's how I feel about it.
But do you feel like people aren't making an effort to work on the relationship, and that's the reason why they're like that?
It's everything. I mean, what relationship's perfect, right? So, but I just see a lot of things that just, I'm like, damn, I'm glad I'm not in that position where I'm stuck. And you're like, oh, I'm just living through you, just like, I don't want to be, you know what I mean?
I don't want you to live through me.
Bro, I hear it all the time.
You
bro.
know.
So if people, like, let's say that they're married and they go through rough patches, do you believe that they should go into counseling?
100.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
I believe in that as well too.
100%. There's
Oh,
always,
for sure, 100.
Like with anything, like
100.
there's always a way. It's
Yeah.
up to you, you know. Like if it's up to you if you're gonna let that argument with your wife, like
Blow
let
up
it
in your
take
face.
it over for the rest of the day or the
Yeah.
week. It's really up to you. Like, you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like guys will never win. So it's
Here-
like,
see, my thought process on that is like, if you're not open to it, infidelity happens. Because you go around and you just start talking to
Right.
other people about your problems, and so it's like it's more comfortable to talk to somebody that you don't really know.
right.
About
or
your issues, because-
infidelity doesn't happen, and that stuff gets built up.
And they just end up leaving.
And not even that. They stay and they're just completely miserable.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I've
yeah.
seen. You know, like I don't know. A lot of things happen where it's like, oh, I have a kid with somebody. I'm like supposed to do this. You know what I mean? Like I have a lot of boys. That
So
are
they're doing it just because they have to do it. Is what
something
you're
like
saying.
that.
Yeah.
For the kids, but at the
For-
same time,
yeah.
they're completely
Unhappy.
Not unhappy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I have to hear these guys.
Yeah. I'm 100%
Every
with you.
single day. You know, like.
Yep.
It's like, and it's like the most pettiest thing I've ever
100%.
heard. It's like doesn't even make sense. You're mad about that, you know?
You're
So
mad about the butter?
Yeah. So what's interesting is that I have like mentors that I talk to, and they actually went to counseling even before they even had any problems. So they went to counseling before they had kids, like a kids counselor. They also had counseling, like they don't have any problems now that I know of. Like they don't talk to me about that already, but they've already kind of preempted that that's just how life is gonna be. Life is just gonna get tough. Once you have kids, it's just gonna be like that as well too. So they decided that they were just gonna invest in a counselor just because.
I'm all about counseling.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just don't know what to say or like express themselves, and you're talking to a professional who can really get that out of you at the end of the day.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So it's like there's a stigma with
Like you got a
counseling.
major problem just because you're going
like
to counseling.
I'm counseling, like
Yeah.
oh, like, you know, like my
Like you got
my
an
life-
issue.
My life's
You-
not good.
yeah,
It's like it's
exactly.
not like that, you know, unless you've, you know, I've been in that situation where I've had to take it, so, you know,
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
So-
like, what's wrong with bettering your life? I don't understand. you know?
Absolutely. Like if somebody has a coach in basketball, why can't you get a coach in life?
Right,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
course.
Oh, 100%.
I completely agree.
100%. So my
Completely
question is, I'm going to drop the hammer.
Do I need counseling?
No. My question is for Justin. Do you want to get married one day?
Yes. I do. I get married tomorrow.
If you find the right girl on
You're
Tinder.
gonna get married late. I used
Do you
to,
want kids? Ooh, that's a good. Do you want kids?
I do, but if I don't, like, I'm okay with that.
okay. That's pretty dope.
I always tell people that I'm like,
Okay.
why? Okay, so my thing is,
What does your mom think? What does Tita
don't ask me, ask my
What does Tita think?
Ask my family. No, so my thing is, wait, we're talking about,
You having
do you want
kids?
yeah, I'm okay with like not having kids. It's like, I always tell people this, it's like, why do I have to follow like everyone else's game plan on, you know, finding someone, getting married,
Well, you don't follow
having
anybody.
kids? I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, because first is I'm just me, and then second it's like I see a lot of things where it's not that great being like going through that whole game plan of, you know, getting a wife, getting kids, getting married, whatever. So I'm okay with that. Why do I have to follow? If I have to be that percentage where, you know, I'm single, that's fine.
But you know what's great? It's like I'm glad that we had this talk with him because it really gives
Hey, you can't put this on. I'm out.
It really gives a good. No, what I'm saying, it really gives a really good perspective of like really how kind of dating is and connecting with somebody in the new age, right? I mean, we have apps, we have certain ways, completely different ways, and completely different train of thoughts compared to what our parents, no pun intended, compared to what our parents used to do when they were dating, or compared to the years that they went through as far as courting somebody. It's completely different nowadays, you know. And I would talk to like some of my cousins and my aunts and uncles, and they're like, "Oh, you guys just use those apps, huh? You guys meet everybody on those apps now. Before it, back in the day, we go to Jollibee."
So good.
You know, so that's what I mean. That's what happens, you know. But it's completely different now. So I like the perspective.
Yeah, I do too. I think that
One of the few over here, you know.
yeah, I think the thing is that even nowadays, like, it's just harder to date people because of the fact that you have quote unquote so many options. And you know, back in the day when our parents or grandparents, you know, dated as well, they didn't have that many options.
Shout out to me.
All right, so we're gonna head out here, Justin. Obviously, we appreciate you getting on the show.
family.
I got a
If you
date.
could-
I'm just
If
kidding.
you could you know, look at the camera right now, and
And that one.
no, just
And that
just
one.
look at that one right there, and
this,
tell your future wife
what you want to say to her.
what you want to say.
Alicadito real quick.
All right. So on that note,
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate this.
No problem. This is Jinu Park. We got Migs.
This is Migs.
On the Kickspot, and then we also have Justin. Just check us out on our Instagram, _Kickspot. And then Justin, what is your
handle for all the girls out there?
Train of Thought Collective.
At Train of Thought Collective. First of all, by the way, I just want to make this disclaimer that I took every single profile pic that he has on all these apps. It was me that's making him look good.
Facts.
All right, make sure you guys shoot your DM and shoot your shot at Justin.
Shoot your shot at Justin.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Kickspot.